Hey, it's me, unapologetically T. So y'all know me and the trauma, but I was dealing with not actually dealing with, but I was like processing past traumas with female relationships. So I've been doing a lot of trauma with myself and a lot of other relationships, but like female clique relationships. Talk about traumatizing growing up in middle school, even in elementary school, but it got worse like middle school, high school. And it's like school wasn't about school, like education. School became about like cliques and like it was kind of like trying to find people who you were like, but at the same token, if you don't feel like you fit in with people you like, and you just got to pick the lesser of the evils, then you end up doing that. And so just relating back on female clique relationships and how that shit traumatized the fuck out of me, and why I mean, I always identified with more male like facing activities when it came to being a female, but even outside of gender fucking norms, like bitches are treacherous. Like women and girls can be so fucking treacherous when unhealthy. And since I'm a woman, let's speak on this shit. Like I literally um still to this day be having side effects of not feeling safe with women. I know it probably roots too from, mother wounds and all that shit, but it does also come up like a repeating factor of who I chose in life, and that's just it. Who I chose to deal with and surround myself with. And I'm speaking on those experiences. I now know that there are cliques of women who literally are not on that bullshit. They not competing with the next bitch. They not gossiping about the next bitch. If you vent to them, you're in a safe space because they done lived and experienced life and they know how that shit is. So I know that there are so many beautiful women in this world who are beautiful not only on the outside but in the inside, because a lot of these bitches are rotten in the inside. And you gotta fix your picker. You gotta fix your picker, because we're gonna attract all kinds of things. You're gonna attract good things, bad things, in between things, like, but you gotta fix your picker. And so literally I'm just processing that. And I had a friend, like, literally, and I've spoke about her and so many. She wasn't a friend, let's say that, but I've spoke about her in so many instances. It's the same girl who set me up, same girl who literally, helped me get in the car with somebody while I was blackout drunk. Just same girl who literally had made my experience dealing with females, probably she was the worst one. Very much the worst one. This heifer used to literally come to me and tell me people were talking about me. And she knew that I had anger issues and like literally lack self-control in that department. She would literally strategically come to me and tell me that and it would be people that she hung with. I really was naive. Like, if you're really my friend, why you even still partaking in it? And why you ain't take up for me? Like, none of those even came up for me. It was just like that visceral reaction of like, oh, who the fuck was talking about me? And then I'll start talking about them. And this bitch would go to the person and literally be like, I was talking about them, when she would literally tell me they was talking about me first. And so I say that to say, like, fix your picker. Fix your picker. Yeah, it's fucked up when we had these experiences as young people and we got to encounter these types of people. Usually we be accustomed to these people due to how we were brought up as children. Some people who are brought up in those extreme events usually literally be like, I ain't fucking with that. I know who you is. I see you. I was like a little bit more like naive, and I wouldn't even just say naive. I was kind-hearted, and I just wanted the best. I knew what it was to feel damaged and feel broken and to have things about me that was like flawed. And so like when I would meet people that even if the sirens went off and said, I would be like, but maybe they just need love. Fuck them people. Like, some people will tell you, like, you know, to view it from their viewpoint. I've done that. That's empathy. I've stood in that, and that's what kind of got me hurt over and over again. But you gotta heal if you're an empath, and so it's not that you stop giving out empathy. It's just that you don't stay in a situation where you've given empathy over and over again, and that person still takes advantage of you. I'm in a situation currently like this, and I am growing and going and trying to get out of here. It reminds me of when I was leaving Dante. It's like a situation of literally being strategic about it, and not moving in haste. So trusting God and trusting God processing. I know when I was with him, I prayed all the time to get out of that relationship, and I was on a journey and a path to get out of that relationship. And now I'm here, and I needed to come here. It wasn't a curse. It wasn't a punishment. It felt like it at first, but you learn through it and you grow through it, and you begin to understand more of why. I don't know all of why, but I know more of why. Like, shit, this shit was to my best benefit, and even if it won't, the type of person I am, I'm gonna make it to my best benefit. But yeah, the girl cliques from high school, middle school, just period. I seen it in the workplaces. I seen it just period throughout life. But I still love being in the presence of women. There's a softness that women bring, and it has shit to do with what society taught us that softness is. But I'm tired of being in relationships with bitches who want to tell you, how to live your life or judge you behind your back. Like, that same friend, like, literally, we would go out to eat, and if it's a group of us, soon as the person get up, she talking about them soon as they go to the goddamn bathroom. Like, I used to be, like, scared to get the fuck up and go. Like, because I'm like, damn, they gonna talk about me not knowing, like, they gonna talk about your ass anyway. Why are you even hanging with these type of people? Why do you even view this as friendship? But now that I know what I know about my childhood trauma and how that affects me, not only with those people, but with people, period, I understand better now. So I just wanted to come and get that shit out real quick, because I just felt like there's a lot of people experiencing having fucked up relationships with friend groups. Them people just not your people. They was lessons in your life. Gotta learn from it, but you can't condemn everybody just because you had bad experiences with people that share same identifiers. So that's that. Yeah, just to expand on that concept, so it doesn't just apply to me processing trauma from friend groups, and who I chose to pick as friends or lovers or whatever, because I've seen it repeat in all aspects of my life. One of the things we have to take accountability for, we're having gender wars, we're having religious wars, we're having sexuality wars, we're having all these wars against each other, and failing to realize who's the real culprit. And literally, it's divisive, it's distractive, and we got to do better. Just because a woman you chose, you got to take accountability. A woman you chose to date, a man you chose to date, literally was abusive or whatever, that don't mean all men and women are abusive. You can't literally condemn the whole goddamn identifier. Just because you were raped as a child, just because you was abused by mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, who the fuck ever. If you was molested and it was someone who had the same sex as you, you cannot take out that anger and that hate and that condemnation on everybody within that group identifier. Just because you had religious trauma with certain people, that's like me. I had religious trauma with Christianity. I don't hate all Christians. Shit, a whole bunch of the people I fuck with is Christian. Literally. But what I do, I'm selective of what I like, choose who I choose to be with in those identifiers. If your heart fucked up, your heart fucked up, and that's who I choose, how I'm choosing people. And from now on, I'm not choosing you by, oh my gosh, you look just like me. Oh my gosh, you wear your hair like me. Oh my gosh, you're a girl just like me. She's not. She's not. She's in the back room. Tell her to come on. But yeah, like, you don't have to, I ain't gonna even edit it out. I don't feel like it. You don't have to, you know, condemn a whole identifier for that. Like, literally, the person who did that to you was evil, is evil. And it's okay if you hold them to that evil. They might even outgrow that evil, but that don't matter to us. This shit, the damage is done. Literally. But don't condemn the whole group. I see so many people going against, like, people who are homosexual, and it's just like, you giving the oppressors. You giving the oppressors. It's like, you are no longer being oppressed now. You're oppressing somebody else. And I mean that. But even if you ain't on, like, I think we should kill the gays. Like, if you feel like you should jail the gays. If you feel like you should mistreat the gays. If you feel like you should strip the gays of their rights. Something wrong with you. You got to sit down and reflect on that. Because if somebody ain't mistreating you and harming you, then I think you're overstepping your boundaries. If you worry about what somebody else doing, whether they want to procreate or not, you're overstepping your fucking boundaries, and you're now trying to control someone else. And you have now, you know, stepped on master's territory. You're trying to be master. And that goes for any of this. Religion. Everybody should have the right to practice religion. It's just fucking common sense. Everybody should have the right to practice religion like they want to. How they view God, we're all going to view God differently. We're all going to view God differently. We're all going to view God differently because we're all having different life experiences. That's why you see fucking different viewpoints of God all across the world, because everybody in different regions are experiencing God differently. Same energy and life force, but they're experiencing it differently. And so they should be able to. Who are you? God obviously gave them the programming to experience God that way. So, like, literally fall back. Because you're acting like an oppressor, acting like the colonizers, trying to impose your culture and your views on somebody else that's literally not interested. Colonization in the wrong way. You can be a colonizer and literally share stuff. We did that before it went completely rogue. So, yeah. I just was thinking about that. I'm gonna add that to that video because it goes all across the board. Just because my mom and my dad was fucked up to me mean I can't hate all moms and dads. Hi. You're not in it, but I hear your elbow. All right, I'm gonna go now.